Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Red Line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends, and let's make it a great day. This is Dr. Charles. This 15-minute call is designed to start you off on a great week and certainly on a positive note and to inspire you, that is, continue to challenge yourself in your personal leadership growth. I know I've been learning through these podcasts, and I trust that you have too. And so today I want to talk to you about a subject. I've been reading a book by the name of Falling Forward by John Maxwell, who is one of my mentors and coach. And I like to share with you certain excerpts from this book, as I've got a few planned out that I want to talk about. Because when you hear the word failure, it doesn't sound all that positive, does it? But something about falling and failing forward, that's important, because if we become paralyzed and we become immobile and we just become so down and so depressed, we just can't seem to move forward or get past the hurt or get past the mistake or get past the failure. And so today, with the time that I have, I just want to encourage you, because one thing is a fact. There will be failures along the way of life's journey, but how you respond, there's a difference between reacting and then responding. And I want you to be better responders to failure. By learning from your turning points of life, you can grow at a deeper level within your career and within your personal life. But in order to move forward today, you must learn to say goodbye to yesterday's hurts, goodbye to yesterday's tragedies, and all of the baggage. Because at the end of the day, you really can't build a monument to past problems. You will not be able to be your best today until you're able to say goodbye to yesterday. Now, there are things that we can learn from yesterday, but I'm all about keeping it moving. The two phrases that I have this year has been keep it moving and to stay focused for your breakthrough. You know, when I think about this subject, failure, and I think about failing, everyone can relate to failing at something at some point in your life. I know I can relate to that. And our greatest weakness, it really lies in giving up. And I don't want anybody to give up on life, give up on their purpose, or give up on their vision, their dreams. But the most certain way to succeed is to always just try one more time. And that's what Thomas Edison said. He said, just try one more time. And who knows, if you keep trying, you'll see the difference. Because those who improve with age embrace the power of personal growth and personal achievement and begin to replace youth with wisdom and innocence with understanding. Because when you think about it, folks, anyone who's never made a mistake has never tried anything new. And so with the time that we have, the question that I have for you on today is your past failures, that is. Is it holding your life hostage? Have you stopped trying? And I hope the answer is no. And I encourage you, I challenge you to get up and to move forward. James Long once said, one reason that God created time was so that there would be a place to bury the failures of the past. Think about that. Past hurts can make you either bitter or make you better. But I got news for you folks today. You have the choice to decide. Will you choose bitter or will you choose better? Because I want you to focus on the possibilities, to focus on the potential that you have and never lose sight on the vision and the dreams that you have. Therefore, my friends, don't dwell on the past, but rather learn from it and move on. You hear the expression from time to time, live and learn. I like to change that to learn and live. And that's how we grow, and that's how we overcome the obstacles that we face from time to time. If we can learn something from the mistake, from the failure, then we can grow. But just simply living and learning, it's so much pain that comes along with that because you make the mistake and it hurts. But when you learn and live, you learn in advance, and that's wisdom, and you're able to continue to go on. So don't dwell on the past, but rather learn from it and move on. Because in contrast, someone who is unable to get over previous hurts and failures, they're going to be held as hostages by their past. And no one wants to be stuck in the same place and unable to move forward. And I know some of the negative people and the naysayers, they remember the past and always want to bring it back up. But you keep moving forward and you let the headlines be, yeah, but. Yeah, but. That means simply I made a change. I made a shift in mindset. I made a shift in attitude. And I've decided to move forward because if any failing is going to go on, I'm going to fall forward. And I'm going to get up and continue to move forward. The problems of people's past, it's no doubt, it impacts them in one or two ways. The experience in life as you relate to problems and failures, the response is either going to be a breakdown or a breakthrough. A breakdown is something that you simply cannot afford to have because it just breaks down you physically and mentally and spiritually. But a breakthrough is having to forgive yourself and having to self-examine what could have been better or how you could go about doing things differently to be better at what you do. Because excuses, no matter how strong the excuses may be, those excuses that we all make from time to time, they never will lead to any achievement. But when we can face the facts and we can look in the mirror and we can make the adjustments and we can continue to move forward, then we'll be able to be successful. Because no matter what you've experienced in life, I want you to remember that there are people who have had it better than you and have done worse. And there are people who've had it worse than you that have done better. When you think about life, we like to compare ourselves to people, successful people, or people who are not doing as well as us. But stop comparing and just examine where you stand today and where you desire to be. And begin to set your goals and your sights on things that you may be able to continue, no matter what you may face. In the midst of all that comes in life, life's storms and life's ups and downs, you'll be resolved to continue to move forward. Every major difficulty you face, there becomes a life-changing opportunity. I call it a fork in the road, an intersection. You get to choose which track you're going to lead down. You get to choose either you're going to have a breakdown or you're going to have a breakthrough. You get to choose if you're going to stay in the middle of the intersection and risk getting run over, or decide to go straight or decide to go left or go right, but never to retreat, but to make up your mind and decide to make a decision. And so we've been talking about, is your path holding your life hostage? You're breaking free because you're not by yourself, and you're being encouraged today, at least I hope so, to make your way continuously towards your dreams. Someone wrote this, that you can expect 3 to 9 turning points, or putting it another way, 3 to 9 significant changes in your life. These transitions of change, they could be happy experiences, or they can be unhappy experiences. Unhappy experiences include such as a job loss, a reduction in force, a divorce, or a financial setback, or even it could be health problems and the death of loved ones. But these turning points, these significant changes in your life are decisions that you make, and I don't want you to regret the decisions because you have an opportunity to self-examine and to put a plan together to move forward. Because by learning from these turning points in life, you can grow. You can grow at a deeper level within your own personal life, within your own career. It can make truly a difference. But in order to do that, you must move forward today. And that is the challenge I have for you. Not to be stuck in the mud, not to become complacent, not to give up. But you must learn, as I've said earlier, you must learn to say goodbye. And that means say goodbye to yesterday's hurts, yesterday's tragedies, and yesterday's baggage. And you have the choice today, my friends. I can think about these 3 to 9 turning points. I may have even more than 9 turning points when I look back over my life and my career. But inside of those turning points, as I've said, there were happy ones, and then there were ones that I felt that could have took me out, that could have caused me to throw in the towel and give up on life and give up on my dreams. But something within me kept me going, and close friends and family and even some coworkers. You need people that will listen to you and that will encourage you and that will shoot you straight and tell you the truth in order that you may be able to see clearly and may be able to hear and discern the things that have happened to you. Some things happen for you, and some things happen for your best. And when you think about it, it happens to you. That's a tough situation. But when you're able to turn it around and said, it happened for me, and that is for my good. And I look back on some of the experiences that I've had, and I thought it was something that happened to me. But then really, it happened for me. I can recall going up for a job promotion and really felt I did really well in the interview, only to find out that I didn't get the job. And I was a little disappointed, but I refused to become bitter, and I turned it around and I said, okay, well, let me congratulate the one who did get the job, and if there's anything that I can do to assist them so that they can get off to a great start, I took that mindset. And then being a person of faith, I realized that it just wasn't for me, because in my prayer for that particular opportunity, it was really about if it's for me, then I know that at least I've given it my best step or my best shot at it. If it's not for me, then that's okay too. What is it that I've learned from it that I can do better on the next go around? But by all means, you don't want to give up just because it wasn't a good fit and you wasn't chosen for that particular position. That's not the time to be bitter. That's the time to really look within and decide, what can you do better? How can you improve your overall brand? I want to thank you today for joining me here on The Red Line. I hope this message of hope and this message of determination to press your way to the very end and reach the top of your mountain has made a difference on today. Now, my friends, let's make it a great day and let's make it a great week. And let's go back to work. Until next time, you've been listening to Dr. Charles. Good day.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about The Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.